What's up, people? How's it going? I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. So by the time I upload this, it's gonna be pretty late for me, anyways. It's 12:38. I've got my glass of water, but I probably should have gone more because I'm gonna be talking quite a bit. I'm expecting to talk for a good 15-20 minutes about Avatar. Now, I'm gonna leave little time thingies in the description. I'm hoping that's gonna bring you to certain parts of the video, like my thoughts, this, that, what happens next, comments, support, extra video at the end, bonus, da da da. And it's gonna be like a big like chapter thing in the description, if you know what I mean. If you don't want to watch the whole video, but you want to see like the interesting part in a way, go to the end of the video or look in the description for end video or video or something. It should be like one of the last links. It's gonna be a little video compilation I made of season one, and yeah. So let's get started. This is kind of like a podcast kind of thing, except for the fact that obviously, okay, good. My mic. If you guys from episode 20 understand, mic mute. Okay, never mind. I'm just kidding. I already knew I'm. Whatever. Anyways, so we're gonna be talking about Avatar quite a bit. It's been a minute and 20 already. I'm expecting 20, 25 minutes. It's kind of like a podcast kind of thing, except we have it on video, and there's a little thing on the bottom left corner, right there on the other side of the screen for you guys. It's gonna be the video that I'll be showing at the end, the little compilation I made of Avatar Season 1, which I'm excited to show you guys, but I'm also excited to talk about everything. So let's get started. Now, how did I get into Avatar? So, that's gonna be before I generalized everything, just kind of like before, because I never really explained how all of this happened, and a lot of you guys are confused, like, dude, is this a blind commentary or just a normal commentary? So, now, years back, I can say really years back, I don't know specifically when, but more so when I was a kid, just fix this a bit. Yeah, so that's it. So, quite a few years ago when I was a kid, we always watch TV, and there's always like those random TV shows and stuff on Cartoon Network that would pop up or Nickelodeon. And I saw Avatar. Obviously, I didn't really think that much of the show because I was like 8, 9, 10 back then, and it was just like one of the shows that popped up. And then recently, um, I was browsing through some stuff, and one of my friends, he introduced me to Kiss Anime, the site, which has like a bunch of anime on it. And I was completely new to anime back then. I just started Death Note, which was pretty much my first anime. And after that, when I got introduced to that, he was like, oh, so I checked out the site, I saw some stuff, and then I saw this thing for like a top anime and series and all kinds of cartoon stuff. And I was looking and I saw Avatar, and I was like, why does that sound so familiar? And then I remembered like when I was younger and how this show like came up like once or twice, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this show a try. And I was talking about it with my friend. He's like, dude, you've got to watch it. You haven't watched Avatar, you crazy sicko. If you've watched Death Note but you haven't watched Avatar, you're crazy. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go watch it. So at that time, I also got one of my other friends to get me into Full Metal Alchemist. So I was like, okay, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start with Full Metal Alchemist, like I promised my first friend, then do Avatar, like my other friend promised me. But as much as I promised it to them, it was more for me because I wanted to see what those series were about. So I started Full Metal Alchemist. Now, that's the whole intro of my channel that I'll do eventually. And now there's Avatar, which I started in November. Now, obviously, I've already seen it on TV once or twice, so the only thing I knew was that there was a kid that can do crazy magic stuff. That's what it was to me at the first episode. When I was watching this series for the first time, like recording, I was like, okay, so I remember it was this kid, something flying in the air, creature, he was with two other people, and that was pretty much it. So I only knew that. So that's why I didn't label as a blind commentary. I probably could have, and it would still go through properly. But the only reason I didn't was just because I knew that much information, which I wouldn't say really isn't that much information at all, because I'm still really clueless about the complete show at all. I didn't even know what the Avatar state was until like 4 or 5 episodes ago, and someone told me in the comment section, and I wouldn't have figured it out until like season two. And um, season two, I don't know what to expect. Season three, I have no clue what the hell's going to happen. But it's kind of like Fullmetal Alchemist. Like I have no clue what's going on each episode. Like whatever episode happens next, I have no clue what happens. That's what's fun about a blind commentary, and it's super fun because I have no clue what to expect in an episode. One episode could be great. One episode can be like super like mind-boggling, like real super suspense. But I don't know. So it's definitely great doing this. I probably should label it as a blind commentary, but I don't know. I mean, commentary, blind commentary. You guys still seem to love it, so it doesn't really change that much. I mean, I prefer to label it as a blind commentary, but oh well. I mean, I just did that. I mean, I'll leave it. I won't really change it, I guess. But yeah. So I was watching Avatar, and I really got interested. Now, the first episode, I watched it. First episode, second episode, like, because they're kind of like a two-parter. Two-parter? Ugh. Okay. And I was like, the series is really, really good. I got interested and I was hooked because it's completely different than what I was used to. Death Note was dark. Fullmetal Alchemist was getting dark too. I started Tokyo Ghoul around the same time, and that was dark. And Attack on Titan 2 I started, and that was dark. So this was a completely different take on all the stuff I've watched of anime, cartoons, blah blah blah. So I'm watching this and it's like completely different. I'm like, okay, this is good, really really good. So I continue watching, and I like the series. I mean, I've continued to watch it, and at some point it was getting into the habit where I was like, okay, I get to record at a good pace, but not too many, so I'm not too advanced from you guys. So I was recording like three, four, five a night, and I was like staying up, like watching. And I was like, okay, man, next episode, I'm gonna record it tomorrow. I'm super pumped, and I was like thinking about it every single day. And no, I really enjoyed Avatar so far. I love it. And apparently people say season 2 and 3 is going to be amazing and awesome and apparently even better, but I don't know about that. That's going to be kind of hard. A lot of people have been saying that I've been giving really way too I have way too high expectations and stuff like that. They were giving it as criticism, obviously. Now the thing is, you have to understand, I absolutely love the series, and I'm still very new to cartoons and anime. I really am. So every episode, the first thing that comes to my mind is like rating it super high. Even the King of Omashu, which is the episode I pretty much liked the least, in my opinion, I still would have rated it a solid 8.7, 8.8, and all the other episodes I would have rated 9, 10, 9, 10. But then I realized if there's going to be like more interesting episodes in season finales, because I know season finales are great, and I know there's going to be always those mid-season episodes that are going to also be super crazy. So I was like, okay, I can't rate 9s or 10s because they're not. If a super crazy episode is 10, everyone's going to be like, okay, well, you rated 10 on all this other episodes, so we don't know if it's like great. So there's obviously that. So I try to make it so there's some credibility to my ratings, and it's gonna make everything obviously a lot more interesting. And yeah, that's it. I mean, it's gonna be a good part. It's a good part of being a good commentator, in my opinion, is giving good ratings. Like they're set precisely. Obviously, that's a thing. I don't know as much as you guys, so that's completely different. What I see in one episode, you guys see completely differently, if you know what I mean. Like when I'm watching, for example, season 2, episode 1, I have no clue what's going on. If I see this person for the first time, for example, and it's a guy with red hair, and I think, oh, okay, he's an a-hole, you guys know that he's the guy that saves Aang, and you're like, okay, dude, no, you're wrong, but I don't know that. I'm only gonna know that at the end of the season. So it's kind of like, while I may rate it one way, you guys completely different. Anyways, point being is that I'm behind on a lot of the things because I'm new to the series. but that doesn't change the fact I absolutely love this series. To be honest, actually, two of my friends were arguing, and I know there was one person that bring it up in the comments. I don't remember what video. If I preferred this compared to Fullmetal Alchemist. Actually, to be honest, when I was advancing a lot more in Avatar, and I was around like the 15th episode of Fullmetal Alchemist, I was like, okay, these two are really head to head. But then when I continued Fullmetal Alchemist, and I got to like episode 20, it was kind of like, okay, now I don't know which one's better. I still don't know. To be honest, I still haven't finished both of them, and I still haven't gone far enough, and I still don't have enough knowledge to know which one's better. I'll maybe make a comparison video for the fun of it, but I both like both series, just for you Fullmetal Alchemist fans, because I know one person thought that I wasn't going to upload anymore, but don't worry, I'm always going to upload the series. I promise to finish it, and I also promise to finish Brotherhood, so I will do that. Now let's continue with Avatar, like we said. So that's it. So my thoughts on the season is that it was great. I mean, the action sequences were great. Every character was, they were them. Everything was amazing. I mean, well done. The music was great, especially for the fight scenes, the sad scenes, and every single other thing. They planned things properly. I'll be honest, really well. A lot of people didn't like episode 11. I found it kind of funny and a really weird take on an Avatar episode. Kind of same for episode 5, except episode 5 I found was a bit more of a bland episode. There wasn't that much. But I don't know, that's the thing. A lot of people told me apparently episode 5 correlates to something in the future, but I have no clue. They said that episode 5, and I think another episode 13, and like a few of the filler episodes, apparently they're. Oh, computer almost went to sleep. That's not good. Hope I'm not lagging so far. But anyways, so apparently the filler episodes somewhat correlate to the future episodes, and I was like, don't give me spoilers, people. I don't want to know anything. So let's talk about Aang. Now, to be honest, I love Aang so much. He's awesome. I think the only part I found weird was when he went super out of character in episode 15 with the whole Bado of the Water Tribe episode, when he took the scroll, and I don't blame him. Everyone was like, yo, what's up, bro? What's your problem? But I was like, nope. I mean, I can't really blame him. Can't really blame him. He's improving, definitely improving. Comparing him from episode 2 to episode 20, it's completely different. And Aang's improving. He's definitely a character that's developing, and I can see him developing also towards the end of the season. I'm very curious how he's going to act in the second season, but more so in the third season, how he's going to act and how he's going to take care of situations, especially with the bad guys, the villains, blah blah blah. I'm sure he's going to mature in a way and be completely different. I'm very curious to see. And now Katara. In my face so I don't forget. Now Katara, she's actually an interesting character, and I found that especially in some episodes, she kind of was like the baking soda of the dessert. She was kind of changing things around, especially the waterbending scroll with her. I don't know if it would be out of character in a way, but how she went kind of all, waterbending scroll, parade, and then pirates came in, and so did Zuko and Iroh. Oh, and it's true, Iroh forgot his lotus tile, and it was in his sleeve the whole time. I laughed so much to that episode, man. It was ridiculous. I love Iroh so much because he's not, no, that's not the correct word. I don't know, he's just so cool. And, for Aang and Katara, we also have Sokka, who's kind of like, apparently one of the, like, super intelligent guys of the group, but also sometimes very stupid. uh, Obviously intelligent because we know in the Jet episode he saved the village of people. He was smart about that. And then we have other episodes where he was kind of plain out stupid. Obviously, we see him in episode 1 and 2 doing stupid stuff. Obviously, getting destroyed by Zuko and some other stuff. So now it's Zuko. Now, Zuko, actually, I like a lot, but he's a villain, so I kind of dislike him a bit. A bit. A bit in a way of like, but also I like him because he's a very interesting character. I find he's one of the more well defined characters. Like, not refined. No, defined, refined. He's really well done and thought out. Like, Zuko seems to be one of those characters that there's like a layer upon another layer upon another layer, and it's kind of like there's this character is really like it's like a character you feel you can somewhat know a lot about. Like you feel you can know a lot about that person, and it feels like they have like vast amount of like stuff in their brain. Like so far, for example, Zhao, I don't feel like there's anything that much to know about him compared to Zuko when he got banished or kicked out, whatever, from the Fire Nation. You kind of want to know what's about that, and then like him kind of being somewhat passive with the Avatar in episode 13 and all this other stuff. And it's like Zuko is like popping everywhere, and you just want to know what's up with him. And he's like such a detailed character, in my opinion. He's actually, to be honest, one of my favorite characters in a way because of that. From a story or I guess a writer point of view, he's a really well done character. And I'm hoping to see more about what happens or what, more about him in season 2 and season 3. And I mean, it's just my guess. I'm guessing it's going to be most likely season 2, maybe halfway through season 3, that we're probably going to see that. Yeah, so Zuko, I really, really like. Uh, Definitely one of my favorite characters. Same as pretty much all the other characters I absolutely love. So, yeah. There's Iroh. Now, Iroh is another interesting character. I'm really excited to see if there's going to be anything else happening with him. That's the thing. Is it gonna be like kind of like a main character, kind of like Zuko is in a sense? Is he gonna like disappear, die? I don't know. I hope not though. I really hope not. Cause Iroh's cool, but it just seems like he's one of those characters that he's gonna like disappear at some point in the story. Like he's not gonna be there with Zuko. Like he's just gonna disappear at some point. I really feel like that's something that's gonna happen because it just kind of feels like that, just the way it is. And then obviously we have Commander Zhao, who's now Admiral Zhao, who's now dead Zhao. Um, he was an interesting character. Um, a simple villain that wasn't really that strong, to be honest. I mean, he had the influence, but he didn't really have the power. Do I have like? Oh, I thought I had spaghetti sauce on my mouth. I was like, what the hell? I'm recording with spaghetti sauce on my mouth? Okay. Well, like around my mouth, like lipstick stuff, but okay. So, Zhao, hmm, he was another interesting character. I'll be honest, he was kind of one of those characters that, because when I first watched episode 3, it was interesting to see this new character. Obviously, there was the whole thing between him and Zuko that went on because, he didn't capture the Avatar and the Avatar's alive, blah, 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 blah. Well, Admiral Zhao is very interesting. I'll just say that there's not really anything to talk about because we kind of see him 3, 4 times in the series, or five, at the barricade, the fight, the end of the season, when Avatar tries to learn firebending, and there's the other one. I know what it is, but I just forgot it. And then when he's going on Zuko's ship with the whole search for the Avatar and taking his crew. So I mean, we kind of saw Zhao, but and there's also with the archers. We don't. I mean, we kind of know Zhao, but not at all. So it kind of felt like he was a simple villain that was made to be discarded, kind of like that. And yeah, that's it. So now I'm wondering Is Zuko going to be the main villain, or is there going to be someone else? That's the thing, because now, at the end of season one, we saw that there was another person, um, with, I think it was the Fire Lord or the King or whatever, I don't know, saying to kill Zuko and Iroh, that they're traitors and blah 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 blah. So I think that's gonna be like the next villain. I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing here. I'm really guessing. In terms of finishing off the one season, like my thoughts and everything. I mean, the fight scenes were great. Music was great. Everything was timed perfectly, and everything was executed well. I mean, I definitely liked this season a lot. I mean, I don't regret starting to watch the series. That's for sure. And every character is developing. I must say. I'm sure even Sokka is gonna turn into some well-developed character at the end of the story. I'm hoping. And we're gonna have to start season two. We're definitely gonna have to do that at some point. Like, I'm hoping tonight I'll hopefully be able to get two, maybe three episodes recorded, because right now it's 1 in the morning. But then again, tomorrow I have school, but guess what? I only need to leave my house until 4 in the afternoon. So if I want, I can wake up, I can sleep, I can stay awake all the way till 4 or 5 in the morning and wake up at 1 in the evening if I want to. So I might do that just for you guys, just to get some awesome season 1 action, hopefully all the way to like see episode 6, 7, and I can't forget Full Metal Alchemist. I got all the way to episode 26 recorded. But let's continue about the thoughts. So I really, 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 really liked every single episode of this season. Now, obviously, I say episode 5, King of Amash, is my least favorite episode, but it doesn't mean that's not good. I really like it. But if I had to choose between a least favorite episode, it'd probably have to be that. I still like it though. Um, Definitely interesting. There's the cabbage dude. I hope to see him again. I really do. I hope that that they bring him back. That's for sure. I really hope that they're gonna, you know, it's the cabbage dude. Like we need him. Blah 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 blah. Hmm. Yeah, I got okay. So for season one, I mean, yeah, that's it. So least favorite episode is that. Now favorite episode, I mean, I can't really choose. Everyone like by default, season ending was really good, but at the same time, there was other episodes that kept me going. Like, wow, this is a good series. That's obviously episode two. But that by default got super high rating. Um, because I didn't know what I was in for, and I was like, okay, this episode is way too cool. And that's when the first time I saw Aang go into the Avatar state, which I had no clue what it was back then. I was just like, okay, is he going to die now? Yes, white eyes. That's weird. Okay. That was a really good episode. Then what else? I don't want to forget any of the episodes. That's for sure. I really also liked the Blue Spirit. That was another great episode that I loved so much. It was like I love it so much. Like I just like it. It's great. There was also a few other episodes I liked 7 and 8. 14th, yeah, Fortune Teller. I really liked Fortune Teller. In a way, there wasn't. I mean, there was a good amount that happened, but it was more in between characters and relations. You know, Sokka, Katara, and Aang were kind of like the main focus of that episode. Um, Especially Katara with marrying a powerful bender, if you know what I mean. Hmm. Because, you know, Sokka mentions it just as Aang is, stopping the volcano with all of his bending. That was interesting. And we have Sokka always self-inflicting pain to himself and stuff like that. Yeah, the pain of his life is self-inflicted. That's what she said, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I liked season one, I'll be honest. The season finale had me going nuts. Episode 2 had me going nuts. Episode 1 gave me one hell of a great impression of the series. I'm gonna ramble on from here until I get to the next part, which I'm wanting to say in like a good 2 minutes. Just keep things in track. I loved everything about it. And now let's go on to what I'm hoping to happen next in season 2 and what are my thoughts. I talked about it quite a bit before in this video, obviously mentioning the characters and what I expect to happen in the future. My eyes, I think I'm gonna gouge them now. Okay. Um, Now, for season 2, to be honest, I really don't know what to expect. Obviously, there's gonna be a new villain. We're gonna have all the characters develop. But now, I'm sure at the point of how things are now, it's obvious that it's only gonna get better to a certain extent in a way. I know that things are gonna get a lot more interesting because we have the characters kind of set. Um, they've developed to a certain extent, and there's this much that's happened, and now Aang is kind of he's kind of done with water bending, so now there's gonna be earth bending. So he's gonna have to go to like some place, learn from a master or something, how to like break rocks and do crazy stuff. So I mean, season 2 is gonna be interesting. I don't know what to expect from it. I'm just hoping that that Iroh won't die. I guess I hope that Zuko doesn't die, or at least if he dies like in a super cool way, like defending Aang and killing like 1,000,000,000 fire troopers at the same time. Like Aang, I'll protect you while you're in the Avatar state. Destroy that person. Whoosh. I don't know. You see, guys, I have great acting skills. I just won an Oscar, anyways, so I'm pretty good. No, but yeah, Zugo too. I definitely don't want Sokka dying either. Katara, no, she definitely makes things interesting. So does Sokka. They're kind of like two opposites, and it's kind of interesting. And then there's Aang. Obviously, we don't want him to die because if he dies, then kind of like the show kind of ends by itself. So, I mean, if any one of these characters dies, it's gonna suck. If Iroh dies, I'm gonna have like a depression. I'm sure he's not gonna die. I'm just like, I don't know why I randomly got the idea that he's gonna die, but if he does, I'm just gonna like cry on video. I'm just gonna be like, why? Why did he die? He doesn't deserve to die. Okay, enough with Iroh and Peebles. So I'm excited for season 2. That's definitely one thing. Now, I mean, you guys have been supportive as crazy. I'll be honest, really, really supportive. And to be honest, I didn't really expect a crazy amount of people. Actually, to be honest, my channel has grown a lot. And not only from Avatar, even from Alchemist, I've boosted. I boosted still quite a bit in that. Because one video in a few days I get only 17 views, and nowadays it's like I post and one day later instead of having like 2 views like I did before and get 17 in a week, I'd have like 40, and then at the end of the week I'd have like 110, for example. Um, so Fullmetal Alchemist, people seem to have enjoyed that, and same thing with Avatar, and you guys have been positively great about it. I mean, you guys have been left in great comments. You've been filling me in on information and not spoiling everything, keeping it spoil free, but letting me know what's going on. Obviously, the Avatar state and why Aang doesn't freeze in the North Pole with his clothes that he's wearing. And I know someone told me that, and a few other things with like fire bending, air bending, and earth bending, and all a bunch of information, while keeping this series kind of completely blind for me. And everyone's been supportive and great. Everyone's been leaving great comments saying that they've enjoyed it, and I'm happy about that. Because to be honest, when I first started recording these episodes and these videos, completely at the beginning of my channel, I didn't really expect that many people to like it. I don't know. I was just recording because I felt like these are things I want to share with the world, and because I know what it feels like to end a great series, and I know what it feels like to go through a great series and kind of go through like a whole roller coaster ride of emotions and stuff. So it's kind of something I felt like I want to share with the world. And it's great that you guys are super positive about that. So I'm definitely excited for season 2. I'm definitely excited. And I hope you guys are too, because right now, our long train of viewers, and I'm at the front seat of Avatar, took a little stop for this video, and then we're going to continue for season 2. And there's a bunch of new people hopping in, new cargo and people hopping in, and extra things. But yeah, just kind of like a little descriptive thing of what I'm trying to say. There's no way to describe how much I love this series and how much I love posting these videos for you guys. And I know someone told me for getting a better mic that I should get a Patreon account. Now the thing is, because before I recorded these, I actually had a pretty decent setup. Then everything went to crap. I had a no. Why did I say Blue Snow? I replied to the guy Blue Snowball, but I had a Blue Nessie, and it was really really good. I had everything set to it perfectly, so my voice was like 4 times better than this. I had a pop filter, everything was perfect. And then I had a separate webcam which was way better, way better. Oh, we don't want screen to go black again. I think it was 720 or 1080p, but it was like really high definition. And a good computer. And then everything went to crap. And then I started recording. I had this mic and a laptop, and that laptop went to crap, and I got this. So it's kind of like, okay, now I'm kind of stuck with the bottom low stuff. But you guys still seem to be enjoying this, which is great, because I mean, I enjoy making these videos. Uh, you know, it's always great to record. I mean, I record, and I'm always excited for what I'm gonna watch, and hoping that you guys are also enjoying yourselves. Because it's just like that, I guess. So let's see. I mean, we're pretty much closing up most of the stuff here. We're gonna have the video at the end of this video. Uh, if you still want to skip to it right now, then it's in the description. Like the lengths and stuff. I'm hoping I put that. If I didn't, then I'm really lazy. Really lazy. And I think I'm gonna only be able to watch quite a bit of Avatar tonight. Like, limit myself quite a bit, probably because it's 1:10 right now, and it's getting kind of late. But then again, I have to wake up late tomorrow, so. Well, I mean, I'm leaving super late tomorrow. I'm leaving at 4 in the evening, so I might take that risk of sleeping at 4 or 5 in the morning. I really will. So, I mean, it's a series that I've started. I had no clue what it was. I'm getting a bit more familiar with what it is. I've learned a lot about the characters and the scenes, the background, the history. I'm definitely excited. So what's gonna happen next? Actually, no, I'm gonna leave this after I'm done season 3. My season 3 thoughts are more like all of Avatar when I'm done. Cause after this, after all this, I'm gonna do Legends of Korra. But before Legends of Korra, I'm gonna do like a bunch of extra bonus Avatar episodes. Um, it's going to be episodes like comparisons, talking about specific episodes, favorite episodes, least favorite episodes, this and that. And there's going to be a bunch of other Avatar episodes and bonus videos and extra stuff behind the scenes, or maybe all kinds of other crazy stuff of Avatar. And then I'll start Korra, The Legends of Korra. Obviously, I have no clue what that is. I just saw that it was like the continuation of Avatar. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know, maybe Aang's gonna be like 5 times stronger. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. We're getting towards the end here, so we're obviously gonna go watch the video like in 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. I'm guessing, because we have nothing else to talk about, because we said that everything in this season was great. I mean, I can't say anything else. I said like the same exact thing 20 times now. So we're gonna go watch this video. We're going to close this right here, and hopefully we don't lag playing this video, or not. I'm gonna have to upload this video separately. So, okay, you ready? love this. Okay, no likes so far. Oh, this part. Nike support saying. Yep, this is great. Oh, you're gonna like what I did here. You're gonna really like it. Oh yeah. Look at the other me. We know what happens here. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. I love his face. It's so funny, man. JK, it's tomorrow. Don't worry, guys. It's gonna be tomorrow. I just added that just for the fun of it, his eye twitching. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Uh, I guess it froze on that guy, this guy over there. Who's that guy? I wonder who he is. No, so that video showed everything that I love about the season. Actually, not everything, just the cool fight scenes. But it didn't show all the other funny scenes and, the normal scenes that made this series perfect. So, all in all, I love this series. I'm serious. I'm super dead freaking serious. I love it. Especially when I had to edit that little teaser for season 2 and, just like looking back on season 1, like the video you just watched. I got so nostalgic of everything I watched like a few weeks ago, and I was just like, man, I really enjoyed watching this series, and I'm excited for season 2, and I got really excited to start season 2. So I'm gonna be starting season 2. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely uh, enjoyed making this video, that's for sure, talking about Avatar for 38 minutes. And if some of you guys watched through the whole video, then perfect for you. I'm glad you guys didn't get annoyed with my voice for 38 minutes. And for those of you that, skipped the video, well, I hope that you enjoyed the video as much as I did making it. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. I mean, I'm gonna see you guys in season 2. Where things are gonna get crazy and it's gonna be one hell of an adventure. So, see you guys next time.